Hey guys, Noah Frank, owner-operator of the Driver's Market. Today I am finally showing you the updated ImportLock model. This is what it looks like on unit. The current model that we have is printed out of PLA Plus material, but in the future the housing will be machined out of 6061 aluminum and the shift rod will be machined out of 303 stainless. Right now it is situated on a Toyota factory differential for IFS. This differential can be found from 1986 all the way up until 2000, both in the driver and passenger side pumpkins and in the forward and rearward shift. The internal shift collar is all the same, so this ImportLock will work on any of those models. That would be the Hilux, Hilux Surf, Tacoma, 1st Gen 4Runner, T100, and 1st Gen Tundra that had the 5VZ FE V6 in it. So the new setup that we have, it's smaller and lighter. We are using less materials, we are using fewer hardware to assemble the unit, and the hardware that we have is of a higher quality. We've gone through several hardware vendors and we have found some that we are very happy with. We are no longer using O-rings. I could not find O-rings that were both oil sealed and lateral movement certified, so we have gone to a traditional oil seal setup. This is similar to a shock absorber. I will put a picture of the new model with the cut section up right now. And in this, you can see the way that the oil seal is in the front, the oil wiper is in the back. So this keeps debris out of the housing and therefore out of your differential. If we get back to the housing now, this clevis right here in this opening would normally have a wire. We do have a distributor for wires for shifters to go into your cab. So suffice it to say that this would normally have a wire that reaches up over here and you would shift it via a shifter inside your cab. For the time being, I will just shift it outside of the vehicle. You can see that it's bound up a little bit right here. All I need to do to get it set is to turn one of the axles just a little bit. There you go. So this is the setup that we have right now. The way that this works is normally you would have a wire that goes through this clevis and it would wrap around this bolt. It's a double safety system. So you would shift, hard to do this with one hand, but you would shift, whoa, there you go. You would shift into the four-wheel drive position. So this is the four-wheel drive position. That is the forwardmost position. And we have integrated the spring system into the inside of the housing. So if I release the tension that I'm holding on there right now, you will return to two-wheel drive. So that is the saving grace of this system that no other factory system has, is if your four-wheel drive shift system fails, you will return to two-wheel drive, meaning your shift collar will not be floating between the two and four-wheel drive positions. You will default to two-wheel drive. If you're in a position where you need four-wheel drive to get home, you can take your control pin here, and then you can shift. You can reach behind the housing, right? So normally this would be either under your skid plate or just behind your rack and pinion. If you're a 4Runner guy, you would reach behind your housing here, and then you would just depress that forward and then use this pin to lock it into the forwardmost position. Now this is a little bit difficult for me to do with one hand, so cut me a little bit of slack here, but you would reach forward, you would drop your pin in place there, and now you are pinned into the four-wheel drive position. So we will not leave you stranded even if your four-wheel drive system fails. We have built in a fail-safe in here to make sure that you still have access to four-wheel drive. Now, you will still be able to go back into two-wheel drive, of course. You pull the pin out and you will default back to two-wheel drive. This pin sits in the back of the housing at most times. You hopefully will never ever need that, but on the off chance that you do, we're here for you, and then the pin stays in place with a small retainer so that it cannot come out under regular driving. The spring now sits inside the housing. It is fully concealed inside the unit. It is shielded by the actual shift rod. You will have seen that in the cutaway picture. And then you still have access to your factory four-wheel drive light. If you look into this opening here, you can actually see the spring, so you can inspect the spring if you do need to, if you notice that something is wrong, and then you can see the end of the shift rod protruding there to encapsulate the spring as it compresses. So this is in your two-wheel drive position, no four-wheel drive light on. This is in your four-wheel drive position, four-wheel drive light on. So we're using a bunch of factory stuff here, factory mounting bolts, factory four-wheel drive light. This is the factory pin driving. You drive the pin out of the shift fork with this opening right here. If I take the housing off, which right now it is just sitting on pins, there we go, you're going to want to shift over and pull it out. Here is, of course, your factory shift fork. And then we are using an E-clip down there to secure it onto the shift rod. And then that is your sliding collar for your 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive positions. So this is 2-wheel drive, this is 4-wheel drive. So we're very, very close to launching this product. The website is basically fully built at this point. I am working out shipping and taxes. We do have stickers, we have apparel. I will be in the comments to answer questions. I'm working on getting a better quality camera and better mics. This is my dream company, and I am super excited to share it with you. I am super excited to be building parts to keep more Toyotas on the road, and I hope I can see you in the comments and on the website soon. So thanks a bunch. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Follow the Instagram. I'm posting updates way more frequently now, and I am really, really hoping that we can launch product here in Q3 of 2024. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate all of you so much, and I will update you as soon as I can.